Hi, Margie Norte here with Designs by Marge, and I want to, the card that we're going to be working on today is this lovely, I call it Wishing You a Lovely Day card, and so we'll talk about that in a minute. I wanted to show you though, what we're going to be starting in September is with the new holiday catalog. Now, I know it's really hot right now, but in September, the 4th of September, as a matter of fact, you can start ordering from this catalog and get ready to make your cards, your table decorations, decorations for your tree, the list, gift packaging, the list goes on and on. So anyway, I had this idea that I thought I knew the best things to order from the catalog. So I decided from a marketing perspective to let my husband choose what his favorite things were. And it was very surprising to me because I thought we were just so much alike. Everything he chose was totally different from what the things that I chose. So we're doing this today. We are going to be introducing a new program in September. And so to kick it off, I wanted to show you how to make these thank you cards on Thursday, this coming Thursday. So watch for that video online. The thank you cards, for when you order from me, you will receive a thank you card and a little something special in your package, like a holiday catalog and some other little special things for the program that we're going to be starting. So let's move ahead and make this card. I decided to make it a little bit different this time, and so the things that you need is a thick whisper white cardstock, and it's 8.5 by 5.5. It's scored at 4 1/4, just as per usual. Then we're using the blueberry Bushel cardstock for this part of the frame. And this part of the frame, I actually used the Subtle Dynamic embossing folder to make these really neat little lines in the card. And I don't know if you can see, but and a close-up of this as it focuses on it. Okay, and then we used the Royal Peacock DSP in the blueberry Bushel. Okay, and then I used a piece of, this time I made it a little bit different than this card. You know, I have a hard time making the same card twice. So I used, this time, I used a little bit of pineapple punch for the under part of the butterfly's wings and for some of the flowers. And the colors that I'm using are Granny Apple Green, Blueberry Bushel, Lovely Lipstick, and Pineapple Punch. Okay. The tools that I used are, the stamp set is Forever Lovely. I used a few pearls. I used the Butterfly Beauty dies, which I just love them. They're huge dies, but watch and see how we make the butterflies. And then the last thing is the rectangle stitch. Now what I did in order to make this frame here, I used the largest rectangle frame, and then I skipped one and did the next one down. Put them together like this. Put your embossed blueberry Bushel cardstock in. You want to emboss it first and then do this, and it will make your frame. Okay, So the second part of the frame that I made from the Peacock DSP, I used this frame that, you know, I used on that one for the outside of it. I don't know if you see how that fits. And then I skipped one and then went down one and used this one for that. Okay, so it's kind of double duty, but I love the way it turned out. I love that stitched look. It just makes it look all neat and in line. Okay, so we'll set that aside. And the stamps that I'm using from Forever Lovely are going to be the flowers here, the outline of the leaves, the little flower here, and the wishing you a lovely day sentiment. Okay, so, and I'm going to use also a little bit of Scotch tape. So we'll get started. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do is, you notice how with the stamping this is like framed in the center, and that's what we want to do here. Is we want to just put our stuff in the center. Doesn't matter if it goes over, if it's behind it, it will make a beautiful pattern. So the first thing that you want to do is do your leaves. And I decided to do my leaves in the Granny Apple Green. And I want those full strength. And I think I kind of want it up this way, just like straight across that way. Okay, now normally I would immediately clean up my stamps, but I will leave that for later just so that we can move on. Now I want some of my flowers to be in I think I want them to be pineapple punch. Okay. And what we do is we line this up, get it going the right direction. And you can see, hopefully, that I'm lining it up inside the green leaves. Ta-da! Isn't that lovely? Okay, so I'm going to shut that for now. And I want a couple of flowers in the lovely lipstick. I think I just want one right about there, and then one on the other side. Okay. And then while we're stamping, we want to turn it onto the inside and do Blueberry Bushel. And I want to do my sentiment in Blueberry Bushel. And I also want to do, I have to clean my rose so I can do the blue. I want to do a rose in Blueberry Bushel. Okay, so that's all the stamping that we're going to do. So that's pretty easy, huh? I'll just push those out of the way. Now we're going to go back here. What I did to connect these two, if you can see, is on the back I connected them with a piece of Scotch tape. That's all it is. Okay, so I put one frame inside the other to make that. Then I want to go over it with my glue. That wasn't too bunched up. And I want to layer it so that it frames that, and it's even all the way around like that. Okay. So see, that's our outline. Phew. I was afraid there for a minute and ruined it. Okay, so in these pieces like this that you get from cutting out your rectangles, don't throw those away. Hold them on to them for another project. See, like kind of look at that. Maybe with a piece of Whisper White back there. Okay. So the next thing that we want to do is to work on our butterflies. Okay. Now I went ahead and did the ones in Pineapple Punch, as you can see. Now what I want you to see is that in these dies, okay, this side is the underside of the butterfly. This side is the top of the butterfly. Okay, so you need to keep that in mind. What we're going to do is we're going to use the Big Shot to cut out this one. Oh, sorry. This one and this one. And this one and this one. Okay, so that they match. Okay, so I'm going to do that now, and then I'll be right back. So this is what it looks like whenever you've gotten done. And the only ones that we need from this are these two little ones. So you just cut them out. Detach them from the others. And that's all you need. The rest of them, if you want, you could hold on to these for other projects. Get rid of that. So now looking back at our original card, we see how we want to align them. So see, you have the two big ones and the two little ones. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to have this on the underside and this on top. And all it takes to do that is just a little bit of your fine glue. And line it up. Set it aside and let it dry. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing with this one. I thought there for just a minute about turning them around different so that one is yellow and blue and the other one's blue and yellow. But I decided against it. Okay. And so now what we're going to do is add our butterflies to the page, to the card page, with some mini glue dots. Okay, so just one on his back should be sufficient, and decide where it is you want to do it. Now what I do is I lift up the wings before I place him. Just like that, so that you can tell he's multi-dimensional. Okay, and then I think I want this one right there, and then you take your other one and do the very same thing with your mini glue dots right on the back. You might have to roll it up a little bit because this guy's a little smaller. Bring up those wings. And I think I want him here. Just like that. Okay. Now we're going to add our pearls. Wherever I put them. There we go. And that's all it takes to do this lovely little card. So it's really not a bad one at all. So here's the original and the new one. Now I actually think I like the new one better. So this one I used mint macaron and Cajun craze, and this one is the pineapple punch and lovely lipstick. Okay, and I left the insides the same. Okay, so what we're going to do is that if you will take a moment to share my video, I will put you in for a draw so you can have whichever card you choose. And I would certainly appreciate it. And on top of that, if you don't have a demonstrator and you would like to look at the products or you would like to purchase something, I would love the opportunity to earn your business. So please let me know what you want and we'll get it ordered. And just click on me as a demonstrator. All the information will be down below. Below the video, just as usual. And the other thing I wanted to talk about real quick is that the end of the drive for, it's not a drive, the end of the opportunity to become an independent demonstrator for Stampin' Up! For a huge discount will be ending the 31st of August. I can't tell you what an awesome deal this is if you're interested in being a demonstrator or if you're interested in being a hobby demonstrator. And I'll tell you why. The $99 kit, it's usually $99, and you usually get $125 worth of product that you choose to fill your starter kit. Until the 31st of August, you can spend that same $99 and you get $155 worth of product that you choose on your own. And so then right after that, you get a 20% discount on anything you order because you're an independent demonstrator. You get to see all the new products before anybody else does. So you have the opportunity to get a heads up on what everybody else is doing and what it is you want to do and what you want to show people and so on and so forth. Now, do you have to sell the product to be a demonstrator? No, you do not. You can be a hobby demonstrator and have your 20% discount. Is there a minimum that you have to sell? Well, yes, or a minimum that you have to buy if you're going to be a hobby demonstrator, and that's $300 per quarter. Okay, that's 3 months. So for 3 months you have a 20% discount and you don't have to worry about it. Okay, but if you want to continue that relationship, then you spend probably what you're going to spend anyway on your crafting and get your 20% discount. In addition to that, right now, if you join in August, in September, you're going to get a $10 voucher for additional product. And you're also going to have the opportunity to go to the conferences that we do where you meet independent demonstrators worldwide. I mean, they come from everywhere to come to the conferences and to interact with each other and to share ideas. It's a huge community of people that have become very dear friends to me. So I would like to offer you that opportunity and at the biggest discount that you can get. So if you're ready for that, then give me a ring, because I will certainly hook you up. So until Thursday, have a great day. Have a great day tomorrow.